So this visionary experience starts with me seeing a LCD TV with a black screen, and then all of a sudden I see a hand holding a blue scraper that scrapes downward on the black screen. Now the television is symbolic of a prophetic forthtelling in visionary form. Also, it speaks of receiving a message or news from God. And the black screen is symbolic of news that has been given by the enemy, or being in the dark, or dark news, or it means lies and or ignorance. And then the right hand with the blue scraper on the left side of the TV scraping the screen is symbolic of the righteous hand of God in the Holy Spirit, scraping away the spiritual darkness, lies, news by the enemy concerning the topic of this share, which is George Floyd's spiritual situation. And then the vision transition to all of a sudden seeing George Floyd in terror or in crisis, and a black boxed area. That is, I see his face in crisis in a black boxed area. Now, him being inside a black box is symbolic of being boxed in or restricted to darkness. It's also symbolic of being unrighteous, also symbolic of being guilty, having a black heart, godless, and abandoned by God in Hades. Then, when I saw him, he had bulging eyes, which are symbolic of eyes being fully open to the spiritual reality of his eternal condition without Jesus Christ. Also, of being terrified of where he is. And then his teeth were in disarray, and some teeth were lost. And that is symbolic of him being in regret, in extreme abhorrence of where he is. It's also symbolic of him suffering and being in affliction, also being in fear, also being weary and worried where he is. Also symbolic of him lacking godly wisdom and disgusted, and also symbolic of being gone astray. And then his mouth being opened is symbolic, because I saw his mouth open, is symbolic of him being under the curse. It's also symbolic of him speaking angry words wherever he is, also having a rebellious heart and set in his way. So basically, the Lord is saying that George Floyd is now in a place where people go who have never received Christ in their lives and walked with him. And I also have the impression that he heard the gospel at one time but rejected it. So this is sad news. It was unexpected. And this is the second time that the Lord has shown me the condition of a man who went to Hades. This is not normal or usual, but this is what I received, so I'm sharing it. And it's interesting also that when the Lord said that he's not innocent, gave me the impression that he played a role in his demise. Or he played a role in his death. There was a part that he contributed to the situation that caused his death. Okay, guys. Bye-bye, everybody. See you next time with a new encounter with Christ. Bye-bye.